Taoiseach, I'm surprised with a lot of the answers. This contract is worth over 200 million, and cabinet confidentiality and indeed the Lobbying Act, I would have thought would have prevented you from sharing confidential documents. Taoiseach, can I ask you in the first instance, has Taoiseach Micheál Martin made any demands on you for his continued support and that of his party?
Tánaiste.
Deputy hasn't made any demands on me, and that's not the way we operate. We're getting to know each other well, getting to work well together, and I make no demands of him, and he makes no demands of me. Just in relation to the Lobbying Act, the responsibility in the Lobbying Act is on the person carrying out the lobbying to register that. So, as a TD, you're lobbied all the time. You have no responsibility to register that. I imagine you never do or never have. The responsibility is on the person carrying out the lobbying to do so.
I have once or twice, yes I have. Taoiseach, do you accept that if the Fianna Fáil and the Greens, if there wasn't such a dismal situation, that this government would have collapsed? In fact, you would have collapsed it by now on your actions, when you have got the head of two Fianna Fáil ministers for very little misdemeanours, namely Cowan and Calleary.
Thanks, Deputy. First of all, I don't, and secondly, the premise of your question seems to suggest that I in some way sought the head of Deputy Cowan or Deputy Cleary. I absolutely did not. Absolutely did not. When it came to Deputy Cowan, that was a matter that was handled by the leader of Fianna Fáil in the way that he thought was best. When it came to former Minister Cleary, I found out one morning when I woke up in bed at 8 o'clock that he had resigned. So the suggestion that I had any role in seeking their resignations is just not correct. If that's going around, that's absolutely untrue.
Yes, Taoiseach, you would suggest that you have kind of different ranges of friends. Some are distant friends, and some are absent friends, and some are friends for the time being. I just have a picture on my phone here of you and Dr O'Toole involved in a certain march to Dublin in 2019. Very close contacts and very good friends. Dr O'Toole, as far as I'm concerned, used you as a puppet. And I actually believe now you didn't even know he was using you as a puppet. And you know, the amount of money he involved makes one think about the Children's Hospital, and you were actually signed on off of that site. It makes one think about the broadband and how Deputy Nocton was forced to resign there as well, and the contracts there. So I'm very concerned, Taoiseach, very, very, very concerned. So maybe you might answer that about the way you were used by Dr O'Toole if you say he's not your friend.
Yeah, thanks, Deputy. Yes, the Village magazine did produce a photograph of us at a Pride March. I'm not sure which one it was. We all know the innuendo here. We all know what it is. We all know it's a big part of what was there in the article. What's there in line, and it's not true, Deputy. Like I know what's being said. It's not true. This is somebody who is not a close friend. Somebody is a friend. Somebody's in my wider social circle. I'd say we've met twice in the last year. Once at a Christmas drinks thing over a year ago. Once when 6 people went out to dinner, and he was one of the 6 and I was one of the other 6. But we would be in touch on other things. He's very involved on the issue of COVID. We don't have the same mind on COVID, by the way. He supports the zero COVID strategy. I'm sceptical about that. We would talk about that. He's involved in Safety Net, which is an organisation that provides GP services for the homeless and for Roma and for travellers, and I've gone out with them on that. But that's it. Like, it really is. Anyway.
Was there. You said he wasn't your friend. Taoiseach, would you accept that you're having a Nixon moment, where President Nixon said, when the President does it, it's not illegal. When the Taoiseach did it, in your opinion, it's not illegal. What example is that given to the rest of government, as Deputy Tobin said, and to our country in general? So it's not illegal if the Taoiseach can get away with it.
Deputy, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying it's not illegal, full stop.